Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Charade Maniacs. And okay, I'm just gonna say, because I can't handle the fact that one of our boyfriends is 12, and that's creepy as fuck. Um, he's the virtual avatar of our dead dog Kyo. I know it doesn't work that way. I was like, that's it, because he's 12 in human years, but was 80 in dog years, and I know that's not how it works. Actually, wait, no, it's 7 years in dog years is 30 in human years, but we're just gonna pretend in this fucked up timeline it's backwards, and he's our dead dog. He's our dead robot dog that somehow his soul ended up in this world, and he's a fucking robot, and that's why he doesn't know how to read very well, and that's why he's only 12. So there, that's it. I'm calling it. That's it. Because that makes me feel better, because then it's going to be like, oh, good, yay, and family, little brother, dog route, or whatever, and not I have to romance an actual fucking child like a goddamn creep, because I can't handle that. So that's the only way I can get around it. He's our dead dog. The end. So, yeah. Where did we end up? I forget where we chose to go. Oh, is it the park? This looks like a park, but it looks like outside the house. I don't remember. Anyway, we went wherever we went. Oh, Dazai was here. Akase was here. Tomose was here, right? I think that's where we decided. Anyway, with the weather warm, I decided to walk to the yard. Oh, okay, we went to the yard. I should just read before I ask. This is so nice. I relaxed for a moment on the bench before noticing the shadow of someone approaching me. Oh, what are you doing here? I'll say, the weather was so nice, I decided to take a rest in the sun. I see. Mind if I sit next to you? Go right ahead. Mose nodded and sat down next to me. And it's comfortable here. Yeah, just looking at the scenery around here makes me think that we're in paradise. Looking at things like this, it makes me forget that we're really just prisoners, trapped in this world. Hey. If you like this place and don't mind staying here forever, Hey, there you guys are. I got something nice. He's like, oh, were you just about to be like, I can keep us here because I'm the frickin' producer? I was gonna say, I'm the magician. Wrong. I don't know where that came. No, I really think Tomose is the fucking least likely suspect, so whatever. Oh, he's so mad. It's kind of cute when he's mad. Akase, and Dazai too. What is it? Akase grins, spinning wildly in a grandiose entrance, a tray balanced in his hand. Spinning wildly in a grandiose entrance. These are so cute! Are they all donuts? The tray that Akase held had been piled a mountain high with intricate and adorably decorated donuts. Oh, there's even some that look like animals! They're all just so cute. Oh, right. And they look good, so we bought them out to share with everyone. We just happened to find them lying around is all. Oh, there's tea ready for you, too. There's so much variety, it feels like a little picnic. I know, right? Let's hurry and get ready to feast. But where did you find so many of them? Oh, well, they were in the kitchen. Huh? Doesn't that mean someone left them there to save them for later? Ibana is so pissed right now because we took his fucking donuts. Who the hell else would have made them? Come on. Utami actually said he can cook, so maybe. But you know it was fucking Ibana. He slaved over those in his little frilly pink apron. He is so mad right now. Listen, Sena, if something belongs to you, you have to write your name on it. Yeah, we can't help it. That's survival of the fittest. That's a big jump in logic. Yeah, I agree with her. Do you two have lots of siblings? No, I'm an only child. Dazai not answering is suspicious. Dazai suddenly became quiet. Maybe he doesn't want to say. Because he's also a robot! I mean, it explains why he's got a fucking weird-ass Irish-esque accent in Japan. I'm just saying. Sus as fuck. Who is sus as fuck today? Akase, I wanted to tell you before, but don't you think you're being excessively friendly? Also sus as fuck. Huh? Am I? Yes, you are. Not only are you being overly friendly, you're giving us too much attention. I am the only girl here, so it makes sense. You say us, but it's really just me, but... Hey, these are good. You should have some say. You know what? If Dazai's pimping him on us and looking over his shoulder like that, he poisoned them. We're all gonna die. Sure. Thank you. You may say that, but I'm not doing anything different from how I usually am. I think you're just too sensitive, Banjo. What are you talking about? Of course I'm sensitive. There's a chance that you're just trying to win her over with these cheap displays, Akase. Huh? What do you mean by... Oh, Akase, are you alright? Dazai poisoned the donut. Look, he looks so fucking concerned that he got found out. I love this. You know, going in blind is kind of fun, guys, because we could just be sus of everyone. It makes me anxious, because then I'm like, I don't know who to trust. But, like, none of them. All of them? None of them? Whatever. You're quite cautious. I'm stuck here with my childhood friend and all of these suspicious individuals. Why wouldn't I be cautious? Jeez, you know what? Banjo, you act like a bodyguard. I don't care what you think of me. I'm gonna keep protecting her. That's fine and all. Why are all the juniors around me like this? Because no one respects you. I love you, Dazai. You finally speak up and that's what you say? Everything's suddenly gotten so tense. I wonder if I could change the subject. The donut is so tasty. Thank you for always worrying about me. This tea is delicious. The donut's gonna be probably more for Akase. Worrying about me is Tomose, and the tea is delicious would be Dazai. Tempted to go with the tea is delicious. The donut is tasty. But I want to say the donut's tasty, but like that's leaning toward Akase, and like I don't think we're really getting anybody's route here necessarily. We might be getting a little pointer here, but I think it's going to be more like when we pick a team, that's going to be more where it decides. But you know, let's just be nice to Tomose right now because you know what? He deserves something because he really is worrying about us and he's the least sus. He's the one I ain't worried about. So like, thank you for always worrying about me. It's no big deal. Just stay by my side. I worry when you're not. Does make me want to try to hit your route first, just because you're the least suspicious. But at the same time, I don't think that'd be as fun. I don't know. I still don't know, guys. Thank you. I also feel safest when you're by my side, Tomose. I see. You hear that? I'm happy for you, Banjo. Right. Wow, you sure accepted that easily. As long as she's within my reach, I can protect her. You're so overprotective. Are you saying that? And sweating nervously? Because you're suspicious? Akase really is, like, overtly friendly, but I don't necessarily... He doesn't do as much sus stuff, I feel like, as some of the other ones. You know? But maybe that's suspicious in itself. Futami's also not overtly suspicious. Which could be suspicious in itself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. Anyway. But these donuts really are great. It's like they're store-bought. They do look store-bought, but the shapes aren't uniform. So you're saying they're handmade. Oh my god, I can't wait for Obama to freak the fuck out. You're the only one I can think of who makes desserts, though. These weren't mine. Then who made them? Maybe someone here cooks as a hobby. Who was missing in the, Chigasaki was missing in the options of, like, the groups, which one to go to. I wouldn't have thought he would have made desserts, but you know what? That makes you more intriguing if you make tasty little donuts. Oh, our tasty little tart. Actually, that's Iochi. He's the tasty tart. They're the tasty tart. Sorry. Maybe someone here cooks as a hobby. We already know Abana likes to cook. Yeah, here you go. What if it's Abana? He seems to like cooking. No way. These donuts are way too cute. The decorations were elaborate. And some of them look like animals, too. Right? There's no way that Abana can make something this cute. Oh my god, I would love it so much if he did. But seriously, who made them then? Who cares who made it? She seemed to enjoy it. I guess so. To whoever it is out there, thanks for the donuts. Thanks for the donuts. We continued this little tea party in the yard together for a little longer. Maybe it was Dazai who actually made them. Exit the lodging, go to the living room. Look, look, look. I'm curious about our robot dog. Maybe that's why he's wearing a big. Well, no, he was wearing a different outfit too. And like maybe that's why he's wearing a big sweater. Because okay, I know that this is not indicative of height. It's just the way they put them. But it's so funny because like he's taller than Gyobu, and yet he looks so short standing next to Futami. I'm sorry, Futami. No offense, but like Kyo dog, our little robo dog, is weirding me out that he's a baby, so I can't. I have to avoid it until I like fully settle into the nope, absolutely robot dog soul. Because that's the only way I can not be creeped out. So like, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm just trying to cover for being I'm like, oh no, I have to find something to make it not feel icky and gross. So, until I fully adjust and settle into that's absolutely what I'm going with, because otherwise I'm gonna cry. And I don't want to do it. So as I exited my room and headed for the living room, I heard shouting coming from down the hallway. Huh, that voice. Besides, I love Obama. You're from the same school, aren't you? Why can't you get along? I have every intention of getting along, though. Don't I, Kay? Shut up. I don't. I'd rather die. You might in this game, sir. I'd watch your mouth. I highly doubt anyone's gonna die, but it would be really great if you were going down a route and somebody died, and you're like, the fuck? Iochi? What's going on here? Oh, hello, Sena. You see, Gyobu made quite the mess of the living room. And Ibana's upset because he refuses to clean it up. Clean up after yourself, especially if you make a mess. Why can't you do something so obvious? Ah, shut up, Mom. I'm not your mom. Where the fuck did my donuts go? I really hope he says something about the fucking donuts. You know what? That's actually the best reason to come here. Because donuts. Even if I do clean up, I'm just gonna take it all back out again, so why not just leave it out? Don't give me that kindergartner logic. How old are you? The same age as you, Kay. Huh? Are we really in the same grade? Yep. See? My necktie's the same as yours. That's suspicious, because I don't know if I believe you. In response to my surprised reaction, Gyobu waved his necktie at me. Like, that seems like, we're like, really? Did he say he went to our school? And we were like, huh, I've never seen you around. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, see? Same grade. Look at my necktie. Sus. Fucking sus. You're right. It has 2 lines. And which class are you in? That's a secret. See? Because he doesn't know, because he's fucking a robot too. Suspicious. They're all robots. I wish I was the mastermind. You know it's not going to be the case, but I swear it'd be great. What? Ibana, do you know? I don't know. I don't want to either. Keeping a few secrets maintains my air of mystique. It's cool, don't you think? I don't know about cool. But yeah, the air of mystique and everything, especially in this scenario. Sus. There's a lot of sus going on today. I can't help but smile watching all of you messing about like this. It sure takes me back. What sort of school life did you have, Iochi? Oh, I want to know too. It's not a very interesting story. I was just your average, ordinary student. Something tells me that Iochi and I have very different definitions of the word ordinary. Absolute. No matter how much I tried, I couldn't imagine Iochi being just another run-of-the-mill kid at school. Iochi, you got total overachiever vibes. You were an honor student, huh? I didn't do badly, at least. I envy you. I always have trouble with math. I hate modern Japanese. It's one thing to memorize the characters from the book, but trying to guess what people are saying is impossible. Trying to guess at what people are saying is impossible. See, that sounds sus as fuck too. Because, like, although valid as a foreigner, when you're like dealing with like learning Japanese, the few that you're like, that seems very confusing because if you straight up directly translate, there's multiple ways to kind of interpret it. And like, I feel like, and it's, again, it's because it's not my native language, obviously. But I feel like with English, there's ways to go and to try to express a similar thing with different words to enhance the meaning. You know what I mean? Like the word like. There's different words for like, but then it's like, but it could be like, hey, I like pizza, but I like you, but that's I love you. But it's not quite love, but there's a word for like everything, and it's like, I mean, I guess that might be a little less confusing than in English where you're like, I like pizza, and people are like, you said you liked me! And we use the same word with multiple meanings, and I feel like in Japanese they have like a bazillion fucking words, and it's like different levels, and you have to know the 37 words on the 37 different levels, because there's 5 different words for love, because it depends on what kind. It's like, but I feel like there's also cases where they do translations, and you do machine translations, and you get it, and you're like, oh, but it's like, well, no, it would be interpreted more depending on the context, like this or this, and you're like, well, that's fucking confusing, because you have to know the context. You know what I mean? And like context matters in everything, obviously, but I feel like in English, when you read a sentence, you're like, you can kind of sometimes infer the context based on the words used. Where, I mean, sometimes not, you're like, whoa, phrasing, context, what's happening here? You know what I mean? But like, I feel like more than not, you can be like, I can kind of guess what we're going for here within a sentence or two, but like in Japanese, it's like totally fucking different. You're like, that could be interpreted 37 different ways, and I have to know the rest of the conversation and know what's going on here. So he's not wrong, but at the same time, I feel like as a native Japanese speaker, it wouldn't feel that way. Because you'll be used to it your whole life. So that seems suspicious. I mean, I could be misinterpreting it, but it seems suspicious to me. Because I'd be like, I mean, if he was like, oh god, English is so hard, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, understandable if it's not your first language. It's hard to fucking understand what it is. So, alright, I guess that logic applies to Japanese too. It is my first language and still difficult, yeah. But English is stupid. It's different, because English is literally stupid. The dumbest fucking language. I mean, it really is if you think about it. Because we steal words from everything and we bastardize shit. And it's like, it is just... What is it like? It's like English is hard, but it could be learned through thorough thought, though. And through thorough thought, though. Or basically all fucking, like, read and read and lead and let. And, like, all these words that are like, you're like, you just... Again, English is dumb. So I don't know. I just... Seems sus to me is all I'm saying. I gotta find ways to make things suspicious. Everybody's suspicious. But that's suspicious! And Haiji doesn't know how to fucking read kanji because he's pretending he's 12, but he's really just a robot dog. Whatever. Keep talking about our dead robot dog, okay? And it started with the dead robot dog, so I feel like it's gonna come full circle. And he's our dead robot dog. Done. Anything to make it less creepy. So, anyway. Only because you don't have the slightest clue about how other people feel. Says Ibana. The person who's so angry and angsty and only feels angry. I think that's going a bit far. You're completely ignorant about my feelings, even in this very moment, you idiot. Besides, anyone could do well in academics if they study with discipline every day. Wow. So K's the nerdy kind of 4 eyes, huh? I mean, you didn't think he was the nerdy kind of 4 eyes? He looks like the nerdy kind of 4 eyes. But like the hot, angsty, angry, nerdy kind of 4 eyes. Absolutely. But still the nerdy kind of 4 eyes. Like there's sexy 4 eyes and then there's nerd 4 eyes. Doesn't mean the nerd 4 eyes isn't still sexy. But like there's a difference. You know? Like look at Ibana and then put him next to Van Helsing. There's nerdy Ibana 4 eyes and there's sexy Van Helsing 4 eyes. They're both kind of assholes, but it's different. You know what I mean? I'm gonna knock you out. What were your favorite subjects? Ibana, what subjects were you best at? Iochi, what subjects were you best at? Kyobu, what subjects were you best at? We're gonna ask boyfriend, because I love him, so. Ibana, what subjects were you best at? Why should I have to tell you what I was good at? What's wrong with telling me? AK probably is good. Is good. Good something he's at. I think we're missing. Okay, they let Tim type this. Good Lord, Tim. K's probably. He probably is good. That's also weird phrasing, but anyway. He's probably good at something he's too embarrassed to talk about. Huh? What kind of subject is that? You know, anatomy and sex ed. I want to be like, why would he be embarrassed to talk about that? I feel like, sir, you're a high school student, you'd be like, I'm really good at anatomy. Actually, you know, it's more endearing that you're like, I'm embarrassed to talk about how good at anatomy I am, instead of like using that as a pickup line. Because you'd be like, ew. But then if he's like, actually, I'm really good at anatomy. Okay, show me. Also, just imagining him being really good at sex ed is kind of fucking hilarious. I love this. Go to hell. Oh, yeah. Ibana, you're good at cooking, so maybe you excelled in home ec. No, I don't have any particular specialty subject. All of my grades were about average. I bet your grade in attitude was like an A+. Then what subjects did you like? I don't have to tell you. Yep, it's definitely sex ed. I said it wasn't. It's world history. Oh, I see. It's okay, likes world history. You're so annoying. Ibana's being played like a fiddle. Play him like a fiddle. I'm so angry. I love him. Either way, you should all cherish the things you can only do while you're young. And don't leave things to become regrets later. Things we can only do while we're young? And don't overthink it. And that's why you go to school or make friends. And see, that sounds like grandpa logic. Like, are we sure he's not 80 and like pretending that he's like 20? Do things I can only do now and make sure I don't regret it later. Either way, your first priority should be to keep up with your studies. The disjointingness of when it goes black screen to transition, it doesn't fade out, it's like black screen, and you're like, Jesus. It's like, it's kind of nerve-wracking. You're like, oh shit. I sighed quietly and turned off my bangles display. I have to appear in dramas quite often, but I only have a few points. You can check your stream points on the bangle, so I was looking at how many I had accumulated. See, like, this is a different outfit, or it's like, it still looks like a school uniform, but she doesn't have her necktie kind of thing, so maybe she's missing her jacket? I don't know. But this must be like her loungewear in her room. But looking at that gave me this melancholic feeling. Tomose seems to have a good amount. Maybe it's just a matter of acting ability. Or could it be because I'm just not that into the dramas? Or it's because Tomose is the producer and that's why he gets all the points. Just say no. I would say that if Heiji doesn't end up dead, or what the fuck, it's because he's the producer, because he sucks at everything. Doesn't seem to give a fuck, and doesn't seem very concerned, which is concerning and suspicious. But I'm still going with he's our robot dog. And what if he's our robot dog and somebody else is the producer? I mean, you got 3 locked characters that have secrets. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. Luckily, we didn't have any dramas like the kiss scene. Something like that would make me more hesitant. But it's still difficult to say things you don't mean, and I have enough trouble reading out the lines. Besides, they say that Arcadians are watching our dramas. Where is this place? This is Arcadia. Where is Arcadia? Is it still in Japan? Excuse me? Hello, have some ice cream. No, I'm fine, but thank you. It feels creepy considering those are the people watching. Maybe it's rude to say it's creepy, but I tried to remember the habits, speech, and expressions of the Arcadians I met at the park. Something felt off as I talked to them, but to be honest, I don't remember the details. I could have been feeling frantic at the time. No, it's because they're fucking fake people. They ain't real. Alright. I made up my mind and started getting ready to go out. I'll go and try talking to some Arcadians again. It might just be my misunderstanding. Nope, they fake. In any case, I made my way to the park where I had met the ice cream worker. Because they ain't real. But your dead family dog is here as a 12-year-old boy. The ice cream truck is here again. There are people sitting on benches and kids playing. Looking at it like this makes it seem like they're no different from regular people. I approached a woman sitting on a bench and spoke to her. Excuse me, there's something I'd like to ask. Yes, what is it? Do you watch the Otherworld stream? Yes, of course I do. I sometimes appear in the dramas, but do you recognize me? Oh, really? I look forward to it. I wish you luck. She doesn't know. Is the Otherworld stream interesting? Yes, it's interesting. But my acting is terrible. If my acting was better, maybe things would be different. Oh, really? Good luck. It's feeling again. It's very robotic and NPC-like. This wasn't really a conversation. We weren't communicating. I tried changing the subject. I really don't want to be part of the Otherworld stream. I was forced to be a cast member, and it's a big problem. She tilted her head to the side as if she didn't understand. Continued. Do you know a way to communicate with anyone outside of Arcadia? Or is there a way to leave this place? I reached my hand out to her shoulder. I was pleading for her to help me. But behind her, Watcher started to make a shrill alarm sound. Advice! It is recommended that you do not directly touch Arcadians. Huh? What does that mean? It is simply a recommendation. As such, it will not be enforced. That's not what I meant. Why is it not recommended? Because we'll get electrocuted or our hand's going to go right through them because they ain't real. It may negatively affect your mental state. My mental state? I was dumbfounded upon hearing that. Then I heard someone from behind. It's the fucking Robo-Dog kid. Sus as fuck. I don't know who it is, but somebody is saying, Sena, what are you doing here? Whoa, well, okay, you're sus as fuck. I mean, whoever was going to show up was going to be sus. Tommy, I was talking to this Arcadian. Talking to an Arcadian? I wanted to know how the people of Arcadia watch the Otherworld stream. I'm bad at acting, so I thought something would change if I asked the audience, but... You're amazing. That's certainly brave. I should try to be more optimistic like you. Brave? Well, I'm having trouble communicating. I approached Futami and whispered to him. Futami responded with a forced smile. Thought so. It was the same for me. This isn't a good place for this. Let's talk about this at the lodging. Futami glanced over at the Arcadian woman. Couldn't tell how much they could understand us, but it was probably rude to talk there. Right, I understand. Good. Let's discuss it over tea in the living room. I kept feeling a strange sense of unease when I talked to the Arcadians. Thanks to Futami's kind smile, I felt calmer being back in the lodging. It's weird that they even bother having people there, you know what I mean? They have preset responses. That's what it felt like to me. It's just like the Watcher. Tommy pointed to the Watcher while sitting on the sofa in the living room. Not the same feeling. It was like talking to a machine, right? NPC. Machine. Right. Machines watching dramas seems like a funny sight to me. Right? But I don't want to see them as machines. But, like, what if this is, like, all dogs go to Robo-Dog heaven? Or, like, all Robo-Pets go to Robo-Animal heaven? And, like, this is Robo-Pet heaven. And, like... What's-his-face is Kyo, our Robo-Dog. And all these Arcadians, that's why they only have preset responses, because they're just, like... He's the only one that's really, like, aware of his surroundings, but everybody else is, like, some kind of dead Robo-Animal. You know what I mean? I really just think that they're fucking programmed to NPCs, but I still gonna go with he's our dead pet dog. Why else would we keep talking about our damn dead dog? And why would that be the plot? I mean, they had to give us something to be like, oh, I would wish for our dog to come back to life. But, like, you could have been like, oh, I wish my mom wasn't dead. You know what I mean? They could have had something bigger than a robot dog. So the fact that it was a robot dog maybe that was just to make us less sad because we're like, well, it's a robot dog and that's kind of sad, but you could kind of distance yourself and then be like, well, it's not as sad as if it was your mom or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's harder. And like somewhere in your brain, you do what I did in the beginning. Like somebody's bound to be able to fix this damn thing. I know it's old tech, but like someone could fix it, or like it's a robot dog, so you just keep him in the corner like a statue, you know? Like when I was a kid, I have a fucking, you know, like they had Teddy Ruxpins back in the day, like 100 years ago, where you like put the tapes in and he would talk and whatever. I had an Alf, like the old TV show Alf about the alien. It was like a fucking puppet. Like I had an Alf, and he took batteries and you put the tapes in and you could put any tape in, but honestly, but like you put them in and it was his voice and he would like tell stories and stuff like that and talk like Teddy Ruxpin. And like, I still fucking have him. I don't think he works anymore if I put batteries in. I don't even know if I would have the tapes. I probably kept them somewhere, but like, I'm not gonna like chuck him away because he's still in good shape. He looks really nice. He just doesn't work. So it'd be like that. It's like, oh, just put Alf on the shelf. He's actually in a bin somewhere. I don't know where, but I know he's somewhere. But like, you know what I mean? It's like, just because he doesn't work anymore, you know? Like, so like Kyo, you could just put him out. It's not, again, it's not like a living flesh and blood pet that dies and then taxidermying it or whatever and putting it on a shelf is really fucking creepy. And they look terrifying and scary. It's different when it's a robot dog. You know what I mean? So like, what was the point of being like, oh, a robot dog and I want to bring him back to life? Okay, that's because this is all the plot of the robot dog. I'm still sticking with its virtual reality and these people are NPCs, but the robot dog thing is just the only way I can deal with this, okay? Anyway. Maybe if we talk to them more, then I could have figured out the distress that I'd been feeling. These thoughts spiraled in my mind. Right when the thought spiral began, I sensed that Futami was smiling. Are you actually putting in the effort to try and understand the Arcadians? Is this compassion because you're a girl? I think we should see them as machines. They're machines. Oh, I think we should see them as machines if they're machines. You're different. Huh? That's not my intention. A part of me just wants to get more points. You're so honest, but did you know that you can just watch past streams with your bangle? After saying that, Futami sat next to me and started playing with his bangle. Whoa, buddy, play with your bangle and oh, it's watch, right, never mind. I gotta make things pervy, right? His closeness made my heart skip a beat. Are we gonna try to romance you first, sir? Are you trying to hit on me? I do feel like I want to kind of, well, I mean, again, we're just gonna get wherever we get, but I'm kind of curious to see if we can lean toward a route for a character that maybe we're not as interested in first. Because I don't know if I want to get one of my favorites right off the bat, you know? Here, the videos are all here. Let's check one out. If you want points, you can use this as a reference. Which one should we watch? Oh God, let's watch a romance one together. The video played with an ominous soundtrack. The actors wore stilted expressions and were acting realistically. I do like the fact that, like he said, he likes working with, like, he can make you jewelry and stuff like that, and he wears a ring. That's hot. I mean, I noticed the ring at one point before, but it didn't occur to me because I was reading and I kept seeing it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, you know, I can appreciate a man in jewelry, and I like the fact that they added rings, you know? Oh, he's got one on his other hand, too. Well, yeah, you know what? Makes sense. You know, for someone who's... You should have some piercings. I feel like you get a couple of earrings, or just, like, even small ones. Or a necklace, if you like making silver jewelry. I'm just saying, if you like... You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was going with your art vibe, would have been sexy, too. But the rings... Rings are hot on men, okay? Suspense, huh? This isn't something to watch during the day. How about this one? The next one was a romance drama. Ooh. It started with two cast members hugging on the display. Oh! Sir, are you trying to hit on me? I'm okay with it. But he's not unattractive. Watching it made me feel nervous, and he seems... safe-ish. I don't... Look, some of them are a little... you don't seem that suspicious, which is also suspicious. Like, oh, do you prefer another drama? No, it's all right. It made me even more nervous when he asked, but I decided to focus on the drama. Guess Futami doesn't care, even if we watch romantic stuff. He's so mature. Also, it's very weird, though, that we're 16, but I drank the tea he made as I watched the video. It wasn't much different from the drama I acted out with everyone, but it felt new seeing a different cast. So these people were also brought here by force, like us. So it's weird. So, okay, the fake NPC people are watching the dramas, and there's no chance that anybody on our world is seeing it. These are only displayed for, like, Arcadia. How in the world does anyone in our world know about them? One. Like, how did this rumor get started? Well, I guess then it would be, like, the producer or somebody would be kind of starting the rumor or, like, spreading it around to get hype. Because I feel like everyone here had at least heard about them. You know what I mean? But nobody's seen one. But that would make sense then, because if it was just the robot people or the NPCs, right, watching it, that, like, the director said, oh, they can't tell the difference between people. Which is fucking weird. But they're NPCs, so NPCs are only programmed to a certain thing. So it's like, think about it, when you're playing a video game and you go up to a character and you're like, and they're like, oh, hi, oh, blah, blah, welcome to my shop. And then 2 seconds later you turn around, oh, hi, and it's like, just here. Or especially if they send you on a quest, right? And you go back and they're like, any progress on that quest? And you're like, no, blah, 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 whatever. And you turn around and come back, hey, any progress on that quest? It's just here, and the answer was no. Long time no see. All right, see you around. Hey, long time no see. You know what I mean? And you're like, because they're expecting it not to go in a cycle and, like, realize how ridiculous it sounds. You go off, you do something, you come back, and then they're like, any progress? I'm thinking of, like, specifically Baldur's Gate 3 right now, because that's what I'm playing through, and that's the way it is, you know? There's NPCs that are always asking you stuff. And then you think afterward, and you're like, was I supposed to be doing a quest for you? Because I think I fucking missed that. Whoops! Anyway, too bad. You know what I mean? Like, they say the same thing every time you meet them, and you're like, I know! Zip it! But that's because they only have certain lines. You know what I mean? Like, you go to somebody who's, like, a seller, like a vendor, and they have their little line, and then you buy stuff, and then you're like, oh, I found some more stuff, let me go sell it to them, and they say the same thing as if you weren't just there 4.5 seconds ago. But of course they're not going to be like, oh, let's do a timing thing, you know. So it would make sense that these Arcadians are NPCs that are basically just, oh, yay, I like the shows, and they watch it, but they can't tell the difference between people because they're not programmed to, you know what I mean? They are just programmed to enjoy the dramas. And whether they're watching or not, it's not based on, oh, they voted for you or anything. It's not like a reality show. The director or the producer, it's not really the director, is assigning the points based on how well you act. And the director looks like a fucking robot himself, so. You know? So, anyway. So these people were also brought here by force, like us. And they're all dead, which is weird, because you'd think, well, that's interesting, too. All of the people that were here before us died, right? And nobody remembers them. What happens if we were to get out of here? Is this the one of those, like, you can never leave? Like Hotel California, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never fucking leave? Like, you're like, good luck, bye, you're dead. Like, you're stuck here forever? Because when we leave, I mean, I guess if they could wipe the memory of every single person that knew us, so they don't even know we're missing, then they could wipe our memory, we get back, and then we're like, oh, okay, and then act like we were never gone and nothing ever happened. So we'll get back 2 months later and be like, time to go back to school, and you're like, huh, summer vacation seemed to go really fast, I don't really remember what happened, and like, false memories and shit. I mean, I guess. Or there's just no way of getting out and we're all destined to die, which this is an Otome game, so if this were Danganronpa, I'd be like, we're all gonna die, but it's not. So, but, sort of. Who knows? Probably. The director said the same thing. The cast there looked nervous too. As Futami said, the actors in the drama looked nervous and they were unable to get into their roles. I'm sure they didn't get a lot of points from that, but acting is hard. If it was easy, then real actors wouldn't be a thing. If they brought real actors, I think things would go smoother for them. Yeah, maybe there's a reason they chose amateurs. Futami finished his tea and the video ended. That's not. I want to be like, that's sus that you said that, but no, I think that's valid. Each episode's really short. It's already over. Well, NPCs have very short attention spans, remember? Hey, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? Like every 4 seconds, they just think you're new there. I reached for my bangle to watch another video, but then Futami grabbed my hand. No, seriously, like sometimes if you just stand in the same spot, you see NPCs having a conversation. Well, blah, blah, blah. I know, right? Well, blah, blah, blah. I know, right? And they just circle through the same 4 lines, and you're like, oh. So they really have no attention span. So, like, a 30-second drama. like me right now. Hold on. Can you rewind that just a bit? I froze up when he held my hand. We were already so close, so I couldn't help but feel self-conscious. That would have been a great time for a CG, I'm just saying. Which part? My voice cracked and our eyes met. Utami laughed a little when he saw my face. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't be touching a girl's hand so casually. Can touch my hand casually. Okay, why do you get more handsome as we go? This is disturbing me. I mean, nah, but you shouldn't. Don't be appealing to me right now. Sorry. No, I was the one being inconsiderate. I'll be more careful. Tommy apologized one more time and let go of my hand. What is this feeling? Are all older men like this? He didn't seem flustered at all. Was it just me? Well, yeah, probably because he's 23, and he's probably at least had one girlfriend, and you are a baby compared to him. So, I'm just saying. We are closer in age to the actual baby in here, but that's weirder than this. But this is still a little. But like, I know I gotta like get over it. But it's also, I think what the problem is too when it does age differences like this is because the main characters are always like, oh, I'm so innocent, and a boy looked at me, and oh my god, I'm shy and awkward, and that makes it weirder. Even if she were like 18 and this awkward little wallflower and he touched me, oh no, it makes it kind of creepier because it's like she's too innocent and naive, and like there's a point where like it can't be that innocent, naive, and like just childish. It's okay to have childlike wonder about things, okay? We're all a little childish in some way. But when it's like, oh golly gee darn it, oh no boys, and like you have no idea about any concept of any like it's and like some people are just awkward. I'm fucking awkward. And like so it's okay to be awkward romantically, but they always play it off as a very innocent, naive, baby like type of way. Like not and it's always like kind of that makes the older man and the younger girl creepier because it's like she's already younger than you and it's a little inappropriate to be fair, but then she's always like, "Oh golly gee, I don't know." It's like then she's like already mentally like 12, so technically then dating the 12-year-old shouldn't be as gross as it is, but it still is. But you know what I mean? It's like I just if they're going to have an age difference, like make her a little less like she could be like, "Oh, wow, that was awkward. He touched me," instead of being like, golly gee, a boy touched me and I don't know what to do. Like, don't be so fucking stupid about it. Like, there's a way to make it like, oh, he got close to me and I got a little nervous and my heart skipped a beat. Like, okay, fine. Okay to be a little flustered by a cute guy. But this, like, oh, he's so much more mature and I'm just so, and it's like, all right, now you're just playing it up and making it more inappropriate, the age difference. And, you know, where it's like, dude, dude, that's problematic. So, like, I just wish if they were gonna do stuff like this, I'm not saying she has to be like, yeah, I totally date all the guys. Like, I mean, she doesn't have to be like a whore. You know what I mean? But she could be like, oh, you know, I'm a little awkward around guys, but like, wow, he got my hair flustered and like, whew, seems really cool. And like, just not be so fucking overtly innocent. There's a line. You could still be like a little naive, but not so like fucking Snow White wasn't this goddamn innocent and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus. Disney princesses have more edge than this. Like, come on. I think that's where the age difference makes it creepy, because it's always like, oh yeah, Kyle, smooth, suave, older man, right? And like this naive, innocent little girl, and it's like, that's gross. That's predatory, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. So, I just, they're gonna put a difference in age, like just make her a little more mature and a little less derpy innocent. I don't actually hate her, you know, at all. I'm like, so far, I'm like, okay, her little derpy innocence is kind of fucking endearing at the moment. Doesn't mean it's always going to be like that. But when we hit points like this, oh, golly gee. All right, all right, all right. Now we're drawing the line where I'm like, but that's not her. It's the writers deciding she had to be so naive, innocent, virginal. And it's like, you can still be a virgin and not be completely fucking inept like this, you know? Where it makes it gross. And I know, again, it's just because the age difference that makes it weird. If she was acting like this with Tomose, it'd be one thing, because it's like, all right, well, okay, they're both awkward, little awkward children, but like you're acting like an awkward child around an adult. Creepy, creepy. Don't like it. Ah, look, I know I should just get over it because I want to date my brother half the time in these games, right? But like, but it's just usually in that we ain't so innocent. You know what I'm saying? Probably because we want to bang our brother. Anyway, oh god, ugh. Ugh, I'm so nervous. I haven't really been around men older than me. You act like you haven't been around men, period, is what I'm saying. Normally, I'd be talking with Tomose and my classmates. Futami treating me like a girl made me nervous. I don't mind that. Like, Futami treating me like a girl makes me nervous. Because, like, he's kind of cute and I get a little flustered. I don't mind that. But it's going to be, they're going to hype up the, oh my god, he talked to her, and make her, like, really skittish. Like a traumatized bunny rabbit. And make her very, 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 like, innocent and baby-like in that sense, and that's where it gets weird, you know? He didn't hesitate, even in the dramas, so he must have a lot of experience. Well, I glanced over at Futami, and he smiled at me. Is there something on my face? No, it's nothing. It felt awkward between us, but I rewound the video. Futami then pointed out the specific spot. At this time, another cast member joins in on the drama. Take a look at the subtitle. It says, unannounced new member? There's no cast name or line. And maybe as that name suggests, this cast member really did jump in unannounced. Huh. Oh, is there some benefit in doing that? Maybe you can get more points by taking part in an additional episode. But the lines are all improvised, so it would be difficult for me. Probably, but there could be other rules we don't know like this. If we figure it out, it might be the trick to gaining more points in the dramas. That's right. I nodded to this and started to manipulate my bangle again when an alert sounded off in the living room. Stream status! Drama starts in 3 minutes. Stream content, younger girlfriend. Episode 5. Genre, romance drama. Or is it going to be me and Futami because I just complained about being younger girlfriend? Oh! Cast, Kurata, Mizuki Yoshi, Serena, Spacey Sena. I don't know why I'm reading that like in tour guide Spacey voice, but whatever. A romance drama with Yoshi and me? That's a rare casting. Is Yoshi playing the role of a man here? Looks like it. The script says him on it. Okay, but like, they make it sound like Iochi's played the role of a woman in other dramas. But obviously, okay, see, this is what would be interesting with Iochi, right? Because they're all like, what are you? First of all, you shouldn't be that concerned. Iochi is Iochi, just let them be. Okay? But here's the thing. I feel like if they want to keep hyping up on that, like, and like doing that, like, well, what the fuck? We're all confused, and Iochi's just playing this game like, haha, figure it out. You know what I mean? That they should have, like, kind of put in with other dramas that Iochi was in. Because, like this, like, oh, wait, Iochi's, he's playing the man character. But that makes it seem like, when was Iochi ever in another drama? Because even if Iochi was in one of those, like, other ones where it was just a bunch of the guys, right? They would have been like, oh, they are playing a male character in this drama, right? Or was Iochi always playing a gender ambiguous character? You know what I mean? Like the one we saw with Akase and Haiji, right? Like Haiji? What is his name? Anyway. Kyo, dead dog kid. Okay. When they were in it, right? It was like the cop and the student and whatever. Like Iochi would have had to have been. So if he was in that, wouldn't it be like, oh, he's playing a male character? So why is it a big thing now? Has Iochi never been in a drama before? Or has Iochi played female characters before? Where, like, Iochi's doing both? Because that's interesting. Because I feel like they make it sound like, oh, every time there's a romance thing, it's always just me. So it makes it sound like Iochi's played male characters before, so why are they shocked about it now? I mean, they had to bring it up at some point. It just feels like it was something that should have been brought up earlier in the game. But, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but good luck. I'll be watching from here. That'll just make me more nervous. I quickly read through the script on my display. But before I could finish, the scenery around me changed. It's like they give you 3 minutes. Oh my god! Look at you in a suit! Aren't you adorable? Every single person in a suit is sexy, okay? I am not into women in the slightest bit. I am 100% on the man train. The only gay in me is the gay man that lives in my brain. Probably my gay twin that I absorbed in the womb. I just throw that out there because, like, I swear to God. And it's, like, full on. That's probably why I prefer playing male characters and dating men in games. I don't know, like, it's weird, but, like, whatever. But, like, I'm just saying, though, anyone in a suit is sexy. I'm pretty much a suit sexual. Fictosexual, because I'm really only attracted to, like, 2D fucking characters. Or, like, I guess 3D game characters? Anyway, fictional characters 99% of the time. Alright? There's, like, very few, like, actual, like, when people, like, celebrity crushes. I got, like, maybe 3. And 2 of those are Japanese voice actors, so I don't know if it really counts. Like, do I love you for you? No, okay, I love Jun Fukuyama regardless. That man is fucking fabulous. Every character you play, I love. I will love any fucking game that comes out. That's my favorite character, is the one you voice. Done. Default. Whether or not you have glasses. Okay? And I just love that man. He's beautiful. So, there you go. I guess that counts. But, like, Daisuke Ono is also up there. Have you seen the way that man holds bread? There was a picture out there, and I'm like, who decided that they should shoot this picture where he's just got a bag, and it's got bread in it, and it's like, I kind of just want him to hold me like he holds that bread. Because it's just adorable, and it's ridiculous. And it's kind of like, who thought of a photo shoot and was like, okay, I'm going to look like I'm peeping at you through these bushes, and you just stand there and hold this bag of bread. There's also pictures out there where he looks like a jilted prince, and you were like, look, the fantasy goes wild when you see him like this, and you were like, why do you look like an angry jilted prince, and God, you're sexy, like, stop it. He also has, like, a ringmaster. He's got a lot of costumes, even when he's in a French-made costume with the cat ears. It's ridiculously sexy. Just saying, and I think he hates cats. I think he's afraid of cats. Like, but, like, anyway, there you go. And Tom Hiddleston. You can never forget Tom Hiddleston. But, like, that's pretty much it. Like, I really don't have a lot of celebrity crushes because, like, you might be like, yeah, he's cute, but that's it. I'm more into the 2D characters. We can tell this, okay? Fictional characters. But seriously, put anyone in a suit. Suits are sexy. Suits on men, fine as shit. Suits on women, you know, kind of half wish I was a lesbian because that's sexy. Suits are sexy. Therefore, anyone in a suit is sexy. That was a long roundabout way to be like, suits are hot. And I swear to God, Iochi, you cannot fucking do this to me. You are gorgeous. And look at you in a suit, you son of a bitch. Anyway. Hey there. Sorry it's me this time. Not at all. Iochi's in a suit. It's a different look. No, but it looks good. It's my first time in a romance drama, so I don't know if I can do it well. I don't think I can do it either. Really? Even so, don't worry about it. I'm the older one here, so I'll lead the way. And I'm supposed to be a man right now. Right now? I really can't tell what Iochi's gender is. I love how we're just playing this out. I love it. How would you feel more at ease if you think of me as a woman? I don't know. I love that Iochi's like, whatever body you came with, you're like, inside I'm a little bit of both. I can vibe with that. I mean, do not give me that pose. I want to, well, right now I'm gonna call you sir because, like, do not give me that pose. That is sexy as shit. I kind of want to romance you first if we can, but at the same time, I kind of want to, like, hold off a little. Like, Iochi, Ibana, Chigasaki, Dazai, they're my favorites, and I kind of want to push them off a little. I kind of don't want to do one of them first. You know? I kind of want to savor it a little. Plus, I feel like in that cast of 4, since that's almost half of you, one of you is bound to be fucking locked somehow. So far, I'm thinking it might be you. You're very mysterious. And, like, I want to solve all your mysteries, Iochi, I really do. But I wonder about you if you might be one of the locked ones just because mysterious. Or maybe not because you're so mysterious and then you would think that he was, right? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't mind either way. Let's just relax and get this done. Let's do this.
All right, I like doing these because I get to be over-dramatic. Iochi then glanced over at the display while moving away from me. After a short while, the countdown to the drama started. Here we go! 3, 2, 1. I love, like, the neon watermelon coloring of the countdown. It's fun. Serena happened to pass by, and she confessed her love to Kurata. But after finding out it was a lie, now Kurata tried seducing Serena. Well, here's the thing. This was drama 5 or something, so, like, who was Kurata the last time? You know what I mean? Synopsis finished showing, and Iochi's expression changed. It was a gentle smile, but the expression captivated me.
You're a terrible woman. I was deeply troubled by your confession of love. But that was all a lie.
I played the role of a high school student that lied to Iochi, Kurata, and felt guiltless. I have to be poignant and taunt Kurata. Poignant. Oh, I have to be poignant to taunt Kurata. But I'm not confident I can do this well. The lines are also terrible. I took a breath and started my lines. What? I was just taking advantage of you!
If you're toying with my feelings, then be prepared to experience the same.
I don't know what you mean. I didn't care as long as you kept the creepy stalker away. Now that he's gone, you're no longer useful to me. Goodbye! I like over-dramatizing it. It was so much fun. I understood how terrible the girl character was as I ran off. No, I tried to leave the scene. Oh!
Hold on. You used me, so it's my turn to use you.
Isn't that right? I was wondering. Because every time we're in a drama scene, we get like a CG. Well, wait. We didn't get a CG when we were in the 3-way. We didn't get a CG that time, did we? We got one in our first one, and I was wondering if we were going to get one here, and we do, obviously. Like, look at how fucking beautiful Iochi is. Look at this motherfucker. God, gorgeous. Anyway. I don't care about your circumstances. Let me go.
I also don't care about your circumstances. Let's see. How about we date for 3 more months?
Are we in Amnesia Memories right now? Are we dating Iki? Well, you kind of did have the Iki voice, I think, right? Is this the Iki voice? Oh, whoops. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to move my mouse with my other hand because I think my computer... No, the song is just really loud. Okay. 3 months? You're joking. No way.
I said I don't care about your circumstances. Did you forget? I know your secret. Fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, I don't mind strong-headed girls like you. And that's why I'll make you fall for me.
I don't think that's going to be hard, sir. Are you crazy? There's no way I will.
If you're so confident, look me in the eye. You're not convincing anyone if you avert your eyes.
I will never fall in love with you!
That's a nice expression. But you will love me. I will wait for the day when you'll hold my hand and kiss me.
Gross! Let me go! I knew it was an act, but saying those harsh words to someone made me feel guilty. I felt sorry for Iochi and glanced over to look, but it seemed like Iochi didn't mind at all. It was different from the usual expression that Iochi showed, though.
And you were pretending to be in a relationship with this gross man. And that takes courage.
Stop it! I have no intention of seeing you again! Don't follow me!
Got it. See you tomorrow.
I said I'm not seeing you again! I think we did a brilliant fucking job! We got 2? Stream points, 2. Total stream points, 34. Wow! We suck! That's an F! I'm just barely passing. Phew! Welcome back. How was it? It was a very tiring roll. I barely got any points from it. Maybe it's because you're feeling shy. Just go all out in the role. You have to forget who you are, you know? Saying words I don't really mean is tough and embarrassing. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Like, I get it. Like, I do this, and I'm not great at it. But, like, I've always had, like, a stage fright thing. And that's, like, why the idea of, like, oh, like, I could live streamer. No, I couldn't fucking do that. I would, like, lose my shit. I wouldn't be able to do it. You know what I mean? But, like, I think it's because, like, I wanted to act as a kid, and I was always really good at it. Apparently I was very dramatic. Still a little dramatic, don't get me wrong. But, like, being made fun of a lot in, like, middle school and elementary school and stuff like that, and then trying to get on stage and being made fun of, kind of just ruins it, and you think it's because the bullies are being dicks up to you, not because your acting sucks. You know what I mean? So, unfortunate, but anyway. That's why we do this. We do terrible voice acting, but we have fun with it. You know? I can never get paid for this. I do it for fun, for all of your enjoyment? Question mark? Like, whatever. Anyway. Even after you and Banjo kissed. But it was like an accident. I want to forget it. Please forget it. I tried not to think about it, but that sudden remark reminded me, and it caused me to look down. Seeing my reaction, Futami muttered to himself. If you insist, then I don't mind forgetting. But there could be other dramas ahead that'll be similar. I just hope it'll end with just a kiss, but there could be directions to do much more. That makes it sound like you know shit, sir. He suddenly pulled me in by my waist. That made me so much more nervous than when he held my hand. Hi, okay, also, this is not a drama. Sir, you're crossing a line. I don't necessarily mind, but I mind a little. Especially because you know how fucking naive she is. Oh, that... Thought about it earlier when I held your hand after how you reacted in the drama. Tommy's arm was still around my waist as he looked me up and down. Could you not? It'd be better if you got used to it. Sena, do you have a boyfriend? I don't. I knew it. Thought so. What's that supposed to mean? That you're inexperienced. Yeah, and like, good God, but at 16, maybe well, I mean, like, 16, maybe having a boyfriend, but like, you make it sound like I should be experienced in sex. Listen, not everybody can be good at anatomy and sex ed like Abana, okay? I didn't know whether to complain or push him away. I had no idea what the right choice was and froze up on the spot. Whoops. Sorry, I didn't intend to tease you, but I'm speaking honestly about wanting you to get used to it. You seem quite nervous about it, so I thought I could get you to relax a bit. Guess what I did had the opposite effect. I mean, sir, you were acting slightly predatory here. Come on. Don't just grab girls you don't know. Don't just grab girls you know. Unless she's your girlfriend and she's into it. But just don't grab girls. Like, you know. Come on. Limits. Utami forced out a smile, so I wasn't quite sure how to respond. Then I heard the voice from the drama.
Hey! Serena's already cheating on me.
Iochi? Iochi, is that what you've been waiting for all along?
I don't know what you mean. Also, you shouldn't tease younger girls, Futami. You know that she's inexperienced.
Oh my god, I do not need both of you getting on me like this. Whoa, phrasing. I'm not teasing her. I wanted her to get used to things precisely because she's inexperienced.
Really? But don't you think that's her choice?
Thank you. And while you're saying that, you're sitting awfully close.
I want to get used to it too. You don't get to hit on a woman every day.
Do you hit on men often?
And that's a nosy question. If I had to choose, I'd definitely choose Sane over you, Futami.
That I kind of fucking love that Iochi is just like, I am not going to tell you anything about me, whether I like men, women, or I am a man or a woman. I'm everything, and I like everyone. You know what? Go, girl. Boy, whatever. You go, boo. You go, Glen Coco. You dodged the question, but I prefer Sane over you too, Iochi. Never mind that. You two are way too close. Get close to each other. I could tell those two were joking, but they surrounded me and I couldn't move. I know we're over time, but it's no good place to stop.
What's wrong with that? I told you it's okay for you to fall for me.
That's only in the drama. I see. So I have to fight over Sena besides Dazai, too. I have to fight over Sena besides Dazai, too. That sentence doesn't make sense. I get what he's saying, but it's a weird sentence. We're still talking about the drama, right? Please don't joke about it in this situation. I was unable to move as they squeezed closer, so it was more confusing than embarrassing. Actually, that's true. It was Futami in that situation with Dazai. He was like, okay. I was like, since when is Dazai into me? Right, never mind the drama. I forgot about that. They're both older, so it's harder for me to complain. And while I didn't know what to do about Iochi holding my hand, I noticed Akaze coming down the stairs. Oh, Akaze! What are you people doing? You're crushing Sena. Help me. She seems genuinely to be asking for help. Okay, get off her, you two. You're adults here, so don't joke around.
Times like these are precisely when we need to joke around.
Yeah, it's much worse if we're feeling awkward and hostile toward each other. The adults are always making excuses. Well, I do agree it's better to get along. Oh my god, we're gonna get dogpiled by everyone here. So this is your definition of getting along? Well, not exactly. Tommy and Iochi must have detected how I was feeling, so they backed off. Seeing how things had calmed down, Akaze continued with a straight face. I've said this before, but I think that we'll all need to cooperate in order to get back home. I don't really want to consider that the producer's hiding among the 10 of us, which is something that the producer would say. I'm just saying. And that's why I think that even if the producer is among us, we can get him on our side. How so? Just befriend the producer. We can't have the producer cooperate to help us we can have the producer cooperate to help us return to our world. But you're like saying that as if you don't think that either one of these guys is the producer or me, right? Because chances of us being us and the game bamboozling us that cool and thinking, you know, with the amnesia thing is like 0%. Okay, so the game's not going to be that fun. But like, you know what I mean? He's saying that because, like, what if Futami was the producer, right? He's saying that right in front of him. Like, oh, we just got to be friends, and then he'll do it. And Futami's like, well, now I know your whole fucking plan. So, like... So, Akase is either an idiot, which I don't really think he is, you know? Or the producer saying this to throw us off the scent. But if he's saying this in front of these guys, it makes it less likely that one of them's the producer. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like... I mean, the game could be going in the route of, like, oh, Akase says that, so he says it in front of one of the people here, and that either supposed to make you feel like, oh, okay, I feel better that maybe they're not, because I don't know if the game would say that right in front of the producer, you know what I mean? But then again, maybe it would. You can't win. There's no way to make logical conclusions, but... Yeah, I think that's for the best. As of right now, we're beginning to accept the idea that we don't know who the producer may be.
You're right about that.
Like, look at how gorgeous Yoshi looks right now. So you're flipping it on its head. I never would have considered that. You're right. If we can get the producer to help us, we might be able to go home sooner. Anyway, that's why I need your help. Since you're all older, if you suggest it, anyone else might listen. Akaze, I get the feeling you're just taking advantage of us older folks.
I do intend to do everything I can. I always have and I always will. Let's do this, Akaze, Futami, Zena.
What's with that pause?
I don't know why either, but I tried to put more emotion into it.
Iochi, can you let go of my hand? Iochi smiled playfully while holding my hand. Okay, see, right now we can see. I've been waiting. Iochi's wearing gloves on both hands. So Ibana's the only fucking wackadoodle only wearing one glove. Why? Why? Just saying. Anyway, Iochi smiled playfully while holding my hand.
That's odd. I just happened to do it.
You sure are a mysterious one. I know, that's why I love him so much. Sorry. Look, I can't not think of Iochi as a man just because we're used to dating men and, like, you know, even though they're trying to play like whatever, I can't. My brain just won't. So that's my fault because we're used to dating, like, having a man harem, and very rarely we have lady friends, but we've only had, like, one actual, I feel like it's been fucking forever since we've had, like, okay, Butterfly's Poison, we had a female love interest, but it was supposed to be platonic. There was no way that was platonic. But you know what I mean? Like, since that, like, when have we ever had a, like, female love interest? So, like, Iochi just being in the gender-neutral, non-binary kind of spectrum is just, like, I'm just so used to, like, 99% of our love interests throwing out the he-him pronoun, so it's really hard to, like, stop doing that with Iochi. So, like, again, just bear with me. Like, I'm doing the best I can here. It's like, you know, it's not like you're going down games where you're like, okay, we always have male love interest, female love interest, and then, you know, it's like, and I know if you played, like indie games, you'd probably have more, like, random love interest, male, female, non-binary, whatever. But Iochi's, like, the first that we've kind of had in games like this, I feel like. I'm not really sure. I mean, yeah, you know? So, like, huh. So anyway, there's that. It's just hard for me to get used to, because, again, I'm just used to our love interest just always going with the he, him pronouns, and Iochi's like, we really don't know. Like, so, anyway, we will continue next time, so I will see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.